afternoon. Let's go right into it. So, here are four things that you never want to pay before buying a home. Let's go right into today's information. Okay. So, first things first, we get people that ask us all the time, can we help you increase your credit score? Yes, we can. We can show you how to, qualify for home ownership, increase your credit score, lower your car payment, whatever it is that you're looking to do. You can text the word credit to 708-346-5613. We can help you just like we help these people right here on your screen. So here's the first thing that you never want to pay off. Okay. The first thing that you never want to pay off is your auto loan. All right. You may need the money. You may need the money. Now, this may not be for everybody, but number one, most people don't know these things about doing this. Okay. You may need the money for your down payment or reserves. Okay. So, what is a reserve? A reserve is the cost of the monthly mortgage, essentially, and that put up in your savings. So, let's say, for example, your mortgage is 1500. If they say they want to see 3 months of reserves and the estimated mortgage is 1500, that means they want to see 1500 times three. So what's 1500 times three? $4,500. That is 3 months of reserves, $4,500 inside of your savings. Now, this can be a mix of savings. This could be in your 401k investment accounts. All right. So you may need the money for that. Number two, this can drop your credit score. A lot of people don't know that if you pay off any type of installment loan, okay, or installment account. Now, what is an installment account? An installment account is any account that ends in the word loan, okay? So this could be auto loan, student loan, mortgage loan, okay? So all of those things are loans, all right? Again, anything that ends in the word loan, it can drop your credit score if you pay it off too soon, all right? Now, this can make sense if the lender this can make sense if the lender tells you to do so, or if your car payment is over $500, okay? And the balance is under 3,000, okay? So again, this can make sense if the lender tells you, "Hey, I see that your car payment is X amount." And everyone's situation is different. Everyone's amount of debts are different. Everyone's income is different. Everyone has a different credit profile. So, since I'm talking, giving everyone generalized information, which means I don't know your specific situation, I'm going to give you safe information. And the safest route to go is ask the lender, and the lender will let you know. So, for example, you apply for a mortgage, you get declined, you get approved, whatever, and you say, you know what, I want to pay off my car. They'll let you know if you should pay off your car after closing or at closing or before looking for a home. They'll let you know that. Okay. But usually, if the balance is under 3,000, under 2,000, that's usually not that much. So they're probably going to say yes to something like that. Okay. Next is going to be never pay off all of your credit cards. Now, I know this one sounds crazy, but again, I got to give you generalized, safe information that can benefit most people's situations. Okay. Here's why this can increase your credit score. Yes. However, but if you may need to wait until the lender says to pay, you may be thinking to yourself, well, Calvin, my credit card balance is only like $200. Yes, yours is. Okay. But there's somebody watching this with their credit card balance is 2,000. There's someone watching this with their credit card balance is 12,000. Okay. So those scenarios are a little bit different based on the income and based on what their current buying power could be. So the best thing I can tell you is wait until the lender tells you to pay, or unless your real estate agent, or if you talk to a credit strategist. So everyone that's a part of my 850 Club Elites is our private credit community. I'll tell you about that later. Everyone that's a part of that community, I know their situation. So I'll say, hey, yeah, you can pay that. Okay. But then again, since you guys are watching this, I don't know your situation. So the safest route to go is to ask the lender. Now, you may also need this money for your down payment or reserves. Okay. Because let's go back into it. Let's say you got $8,000 worth of credit card debt and you got, 20,000 in your account, which by the way, you should have been paid this credit card off. Okay. But you also have to have the money for the down payment for your closing costs. You may need to have reserves. So I would rather a lender or a credit strategist or a realtor. Okay. And most people in the credit industry don't know how real estate works. Not in a bad way. It's two different industries. You need credit to buy real estate. However, those are two separate industries. So you want to make sure you're getting it from the source. A lot of times people get advice from not the best sources. Okay. To buy a home, you need to talk to people that know how the home buying process works. A lot of times people say, "Hey, I want to buy a home," and they're talking to people who've never owned a home. They've never sold a home. They're not in the real estate industry. And so they'll tell you something they saw on television. They'll tell you about something they heard from somebody else, one of their coworkers. They'll tell you about something they saw on YouTube. Okay, I'm not knocking it, right? The thing is that if there's a goal that you want to accomplish, you need to make sure that you're talking to the people that are in the industry. Okay. Next, paying off the wrong card. Watch this. Paying off the wrong credit card or the wrong amount can be a complete waste of money. I've seen this happen before. Person had about $5,000 that they owed on credit card debt. She says, "I'm going to go ahead and pay this off." When there was another credit card, when she had multiple other credit cards that were at, $1,000, $500, something like that, pay off the smaller ones first. That way you're done with those. Well, Calvin, what about, paying off the credit card that has the highest interest? Well, it depends. Not everybody that has a balance has the highest interest. So again, this goes back into looking at your situation. The snowball effect, or the snowball method, I should say. The snowball method is paying the credit cards with the smallest balance and working your way up. Then you have the avalanche method. This is where you're starting with one with the highest interest, essentially. Okay, not the highest balance, highest interest. There's a difference. Okay, but either way, paying off the wrong one can be a waste of money. Okay, now I know some of you guys are watching this right now and saying, "Okay, can you help me?" I mentioned that earlier. I know some of you guys are just getting here. Yes, we can help you increase your credit score. I'm gonna put a link in here inside the chat here as well too, so you guys can actually see this. What's going on, Elite family? Appreciate you guys being here. So here, check this out. You can go to 850 Club Elites, 850 CLUBLEITE.com. Okay, or to schedule a call with my team. Okay, you can schedule a call with my team, even though the office is closed today. You can still call this number, leave a voicemail, and my team will give you a call back. Or you can scan this QR code and schedule a call on a day and time that works for you. Okay. This is, and just so you guys know, we can help you buy real estate anywhere nationwide. All right. Let's continue on. We got two more to go into. You guys still with me? If you guys are still with me, type yes in the chat if you guys are still with me. Now, number 3, never pay off any personal loans. Don't pay off any personal loans, guys. You may need the money for the down payment or reserves. You got a $10,000 loan. You got $30,000-$40,000 in your account. You should have been paid this off. But now that we are starting the home buying process, you got to understand, when you pay off an installment loan early, what can happen to your score? Put the answer in the chat if you know the answer. What happens when you pay off an installment loan too early? It can drop your credit score. Okay, it can drop your credit score. All right. Volvo says she's still here. Appreciate you being here. All right. Now, of course, it can drop your credit score, guys. It's how the algorithm is built. Okay. Next is, this can make sense. Okay. This can make sense if the lender tells you to do so, or if your payment, like if your personal loan monthly payment is over $500, that's usually the territory where it starts affecting your buying power. See, let's talk about buying power real quick. A lot of people don't know. And any mortgage lender that's watching me, because I got a lot of people that's in the mortgage industry that watches me, y'all, they can listen, call me out. If I'm wrong about something, or if I'm right about something, let people know that I'm not just blowing smoke. Okay. Here's the deal. If your payment is usually over 500, that's when it starts to get into that territory where it starts affecting your buying power. Okay. Now, everyone's situation is different, but most people. Okay. And then if the balance is under like 3,000, there's no safe amount. But again, this is generalized information. And if the lower the number, the better. And if you're like, Calvin, I don't even know if I don't like, I don't know what to do. That's a short version. Then you can ask a real estate agent. You can ask a mortgage lender. Okay. Those are the people you want to talk to give you those answers, and they'll see what that is. All right. Melrose is in the house. Just Heavenly Things. She says they are here. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. So here, number 4, never pay off your collections. Now, I want to be clear. This is as it pertains to applying for a mortgage. If you guys know me and been watching me for years, I always say pay off your collections. As a generalized statement, I am a true believer that people should be on top of their collections or making an arrangement. This has nothing to do with disputing or not disputing. A lot of people think that just because they got it removed off their credit report, that they shouldn't even think about paying their collections. Those are two different things. Removals and payments are two different things. Just because you get something removed doesn't mean you don't owe the money. But a lot of people don't know that. They say, oh, I got it removed. Yeah, they still could take you to court. Which, by the way, I got a video dropping coming up next week. They started to take a lot of people to court. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that next week. Just wait a minute on that. Okay. So now, either way, this can potentially increase your credit score. Yes, if you arrange a pay for delete, but you still need to do what? Wait until the lender says to pay. Why is that? Why is that? Because let's say you got a $7,000 collection. You had an eviction back in the day. They took you to court. You had a repossession back in the day. They sold it to the auction. You owed a balance. You thought you didn't have to owe it. You got to remove it off your credit report. They took you to court. They won. Of course, they're going to win. Okay. Either way, now you're saying, well, now I got money, right? I'm going to go ahead and pay this off. Don't do it. Don't do it without consulting a lender or a real estate agent. Most real estate agents may not have that answer. I'm gonna be honest. About 10% may be able to tell you. But again, lenders for sure. But a real estate agent can still have you go to a lender where the lender can say, hey, this is what you should do. Okay. Next is you may need the money for your down payment or reserves. Okay. Let me tell you something. There's the three most important, I'll put 3 on here. The 3 most important things you need to know when you're looking to go into home ownership are going to be these 3 things. Number 1 is going to be your credit score. Number 1. The number 1 most important thing you need to know when you're trying to go into home ownership is going to be your credit score. Number 2 is going to be your income. Okay. You can't buy a house if you don't have enough money coming in. That's number 2. Then number 3 is going to be, I forgot what number 3 was going to be. Technically savings. Like how much liquid do you have put up? Okay. We need to have savings put up. Okay. Because you can have the score, you can have the income, but then you don't have the savings. And don't get me wrong. There are a lot of programs out there. There's down payment assistance programs that's out there. There's state-based down payment assistance. And so here's what I'm going to do, guys, just so you know. I don't think I do enough home ownership talk. So what I'm going to start doing is at least here, I'll say this. I'll start telling you guys that I'll promise you this. We'll at least have 1 video a month that talks about home ownership. Okay. Because I want to make sure you guys know, because a lot of people are giving bad information. Okay. Yeah. They're giving bad information. And listen, I've helped thousands of people go into home ownership, thousands nationwide, thousands. I don't care about what their situation is. Okay. We just helped someone close on a property in Oklahoma, and she's going to be sending us some more photos and stuff soon. But anyway, just so you guys know that. All right. So now let's go back. Now, paying off the wrong collection can be a waste of money. Okay. You can't get that money back, guys. You cannot get that money back. Again, I know we got some new people joining us right now. Again, if you need credit score improvement, of course, join the 850 Club Elite. All right. Listen, Ethel's telling you guys, come into the 850 Club Elite, guys. That's 850clubelite.com. Now, there's a couple ways you guys can join. You can text the word credit. I'll show you guys in a minute. You can text the word credit. I'll give you guys a number for that, or you can scan the QR code and go to this website. You can also scan this QR code as well to schedule a call with my real estate team, or you can call this number right now. The office is closed. We will not answer, but you can leave a voicemail and my team will give you a call back on next week. Okay. You got to enjoy the holiday a little bit. Next is 850 Club Elite. Now check this out. This is a success story. I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can actually see this a little bit better. Check this out. This is one of our members, one of our community members. And look, she needed another car. Okay. She says, listen, prayers first. Being without a car for a minute, and with the game plan recommendations, I researched whether it was best for me to get a new car or used car. She says, crazy as it seemed, I was getting denied for a used car loan. I stopped looking and decided to wait on God. After praying again and getting the courage, I was able to secure a brand new 2025. Wait for the interest rate. Let me zoom in on this so I don't want no excuses on what y'all see this. Single digit interest rates right now, guys. 7.43% new car right there. She didn't qualify, but now that she's part of the 850 Club Elite, she meets those qualifications, guys. You can too. Text the word credit to 708-346-5613. We can help you. I don't care if your credit score is in the 300s, 400s, 500s, 600s. I don't care if you had a bankruptcy. I don't care if you just got an eviction. I don't care if you had a repossession. I don't care what your situation is. Child support don't matter. Make sure you pay for them kids, though. Now, I'm not trying to make it seem like can't pay for them kids. But anyway, just being honest, no matter what your situation is, we can help you. Okay. So again, was this good information? Yes or yes? Where my future homeowners at? If your goal is to buy a home in the next 12 months, put home inside the chat. If your goal is to buy a home in the next 6 months, put home inside the chat. If your goal is to buy a home in the next 90 days, put home inside the chat. We are putting real people in position. Let me show y'all something. Y'all think it's a game. Hold on one second. No, hold on one second. Let me show y'all something real. I'm gonna show you guys. We're putting people in position. Where's Shelly at? I know she busy enjoying her house right now. Let me show y'all what's going on with Shelly real quick. Okay, y'all. The 850 Club Elite. We've been talking about Shelly for a minute. Listen, we talk about somebody new every week. Okay, credit scores go up. Credit scores are going up every single week inside the 850 Club Elite. But then when goals start being checked off the list. When goals start being checked off the list, that's what it's all about. Okay. Just Heavenly says home. So congratulations to you in advance. I know we're going to make sure we get you in position here. RLA says home in 12 months. I know that's right. I appreciate that. I know that's right. I'm going to share this screen real quick. Watch this, guys. Shout out to Shelly. Shelly's in the house. Now, listen, Shelly will tell you her whole journey. She will tell you her whole journey, guys. Check this out. Let me tell you something. Here, I'm gonna just zoom in on this part right here. Watch this. Her new mortgage. This is what it. For those who don't know, we call it a mortgage. Essentially, it's a house payment. It's a monthly house payment. Just like you have a car note, we don't call it a house note or a home note. We call it a mortgage payment. Okay. So her mortgage payment is $2,500. For this new house that I'm not like new construction house, but is new to her. The house that she just bought, $2,500 a month. This is how transparent she's being. Watch this. Right now, I'm gonna highlight this for you all. Watch this. Right now, she is paying $2,400 a month for a 2-bedroom and 2-bath for rent. Y'all hear me? For an apartment. I'm not knocking renting. I want to be clear. Everybody lives in a different area. Some areas, that's what everybody's doing. Everyone's renting because home prices are getting outrageous. But in about 70 to 80% of America, what you are paying in rent within a 5-mile radius, maybe 10-mile radius, worst case scenario, you can own a home. Now, for her, she moved. She says, listen, I was thinking about moving anyway. So I'm just telling you that what you're paying each month for rent, someone is paying for a mortgage. And this ain't no box. Just so we clear. 2-car garage, fireplace. Look at that kitchen. Everybody finna be at her house. Okay? I know. Listen, I got the invite. I don't know about you. Look at this. I'm just playing. Look at that pool. We got a pool in the back. I'm using words like we. Anybody I help do something is we. Okay? Look, we got a pool. You see that? Look at that. Look at our new pool. Look at that though. With the brick side. Come on, man. Listen, I've helped so many people that, not that I've lost count, but it's a matter of, this is why I started this company. This is why. This doesn't get old for me. I remember when my wife was like, when she started seeing like a lot of the like results, but she always saw the results, but seeing the person before But when they had the 400 credit score, when they had the 500 credit score, when they had the 600 credit score, when they didn't know how to go into homeownership, when they didn't believe that they could, when they didn't know the steps, they didn't have a strategy, when it was just a goal, or worse, when they talked to a mortgage lender and they got denied, when they talked to 2 mortgage lenders and got denied. I talked to a guy. He says, man, I tried this process twice. It didn't work out for me. I guess I'm just never going to buy a home. No, you talk to the wrong people probably at the wrong time. A lot of time, guys, it's timing. It's also information and execution, but sometimes it's timing too. It's timing. And sometimes you're talking to it's the right activity, but the wrong group. Sometimes you guys got the wrong team. Okay. Sometimes you got the wrong team. So again, you got to make sure that everything's in place when you're doing that. Okay. But either way, guys, listen, I'm telling you, this is where you want to be. I'm not knocking what this is. I'm just letting you know it's most definitely doable, guys. It's most definitely doable. Okay. But either way, no matter what your goals are, we most definitely can help you. All right. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead here. Let me close this part out right here. Close this part out. But like I said, guys, no matter what your situation is, we most definitely can help you. We can put you in position for home ownership. I'm telling you, that's just one person. That's one person of many. Okay, that we're putting inside of a home. You know what? Here, let me go back. Now, remember, y'all like, man, all he talk about is Shelly. No. Remember, we were talking about Anton not long ago. Anybody seen Anton? Where's Anton been at? Let me go back. Hold on, guys. Let me find Anton's profile real quick. There we go. Anton in the house. What's going on, sir? All right, so here, let me go back here. Oh, that's why. My bad. All right, so here, let me search this way with Anton. Okay. And here's the thing with not Antoine. My bad. He gonna be mad at me. I done messed up his name. All right, so now let me go here, guys, real quick. Let me go here, share this tab. Oh, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back. There we go. Okay, found him. All right, so here. Well, not found him, but the post. Here we go. All right, so here, check this out. This was when he bought his house. I'm gonna share this tab so you guys can see it. Again, another person. Now listen, we ain't heard too much from Antoine. He knocking out these goals left and right. This is normal. Listen, people say, Calvin, listen, take me as I am. This is my credit score. These are my goals. How can I accomplish them? He wanted to get a high limit credit card. Check that off the list. He wanted to increase his credit score. Check that off the list. He wanted to get another credit card. Check that off the list. He wanted to get a high limit credit card. Got approved for $20,000. Check that off the list. They gave him a $16,800 credit limit. That was a separate card. Now he has a $16,000 and a $20,000. I'd rather he have it and not need to use it than to need to use it and not have it. I'm gonna say that again. I'd rather you have it and not need to use it than to need to use it and not even have access to it. He said, Calvin, my wife and I, we want to buy a house in the next 1 to 2 years. I said, why 1 to 2 years? He says, well, based on my situation, I figured that's how long it was going to take. No. Based on your situation, I can help you qualify for a home in 90 days. Stop. There's no way. Yes. Now this is his house. He says, well, Calvin, since you say I can get a house, let me go ahead and get a car. How soon can I get a car? Right now. Really? What about the interest rate? Right here. Boom. He says right here, I was able to lease a brand new 2025 electric vehicle, $242 a month. I want you guys to stop what you're doing right now. Find me 10 people in your phone that got a $200 car payment. I'll wait. Exactly. So now check this out. 0 down, 10,000 miles a year. The dealer said you have tier 1 credit. Not bad. Not bad for 90 days with a strategy. See, that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. There's who you are right now, and there's who you can be with the right information. Then there's who you can be with the right information, with the right execution. Someone called me a salesman the other day. I'm not a salesman. I'm just reminding you of what you said you wanted to do. See, the problem is you've gotten so used to being around people that don't support your goals. The problem is you're so used to being around people that just say, oh man, that sounds good, without giving you a strategy. The problem is sometimes you're around people, they are naturally negative. I had someone in my family say, well, oh, Calvin, he's just trying to sell you something. Sell you something? It's crazy because they ask me questions. Anyway, listen, my point is, I don't blame them. This is how the world works. I don't take things personal. I know what the majority, the masses, I will say this, chances are high. If you tell 10 people your goals, 8 of them, somebody's going to be negative. And most people won't tell you what the next step is. Most won't. And not in a bad way. They don't know. We don't know what we don't know. I took him from not knowing to knowing. Then I pushed him. We all did in the community. We pushed each other for execution. So we pushed him. We said, how's the update? What's the credit scores looking like? Got the pre-approval? He said it himself at the top. Watch this. He says, listen, you Calvin in the 850 Club. I've been quiet lately in here, but things have been moving fast. You know why they're moving fast? Because he has a strategy. All you need is a strategy. The only reason why you are where you are right now is because you don't have a strategy, or unless you're okay with the speed that you're going. And that's okay too. You say, well, man, I'm gonna qualify for a home in 2 years. If that's what you want to do, but I can show you how to do it in 90 days. So you can enjoy it. You could be on pace for your second property in 2 years. Some of you say you want to get out your neighborhood. Okay, you don't have to wait that long. You need a better strategy. You say, well, I'm waiting for my job to pay me more. Okay, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. You start adding puzzle pieces. You start adding dominoes. You start adding equations. You know what that means? That means you're waiting. Man, I would do this, but I'm waiting on this. With a client like that, they say, well, I would do this, but I'm waiting on this. Well, I would do this, but you know, I got to. No, you start putting stuff in front of stuff. Stop putting stuff in front of stuff. Here's what I want you guys to think about. How fast can you do it? Not because of the speed that it takes, but say, listen, would it be, if I could show you how to get it done faster, would you be open-minded to that? Are you open? Ask yourself that question. Are you open? That's all I'm asking. Are you open? You said you want to get a lower car payment? Listen, what if we can show you how to do that in 90 days or less? What if we can show you how to get a home in 90 days or less? You say you're tired of your neighborhood. Let's see if we can get you about that neighborhood. You say you're tired of your landlord going up on rent. By the way, it could be taxes because property taxes keep going up. They are in Chicago. But again, it's going to go up. I don't care where you live. The cost will go up. But here's the thing. Most people are complainers. They're complainers. Not all, but most. Not all, most. So then what happens is you get into this, you find yourself into many of these complaining circles. It was like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. What are you going to do about it if you can control it? There are some things that are out of your control. You can't control the weather. You can't control taxes, but you can move. Ask yourself, what can I do? And how fast can I do it? You're asking yourself the wrong questions. See, and that's the thing is, what can I do? What can I control? How fast can I do it? I'm just reminding you of the stuff you said you wanted to do this year or next year. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just be like everybody else. Okay? Here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. I'm just trying to put you in position because when they tell me their goals, I'm like, okay, I know how to do that. And by the way, I only show people how to do things that I know about. If there's something I don't know about, I bring somebody else in, or we let them know we can't help them. But if you want to get into a home, I can show you how to do that. You want to buy rental property? I can show you how to do that. You want to buy multiple properties? I can show you how to do that. You want to buy commercial property? I can show you how to do that. A townhouse, a townhouse, a condo, 4-unit, 3-unit, 2-unit, 5-unit, 6-unit, storefront, land. Come on now. A tractor trailer truck, work van. Those things I can help you with. High limit credit card stuff that's related to your credit score, business funding. I can show you how to do that. Okay. But again, if that's going to help you, either way, guys, this is where you need to be. This is where people are having success faster than they thought. Imagine inside the 850 Club Elite. And here's the deal. There's one lady that sent us an email. I don't know who she is. She may be watching this video right now. And she says, well, how come Calvin doesn't have some stuff for free? Let me explain something. There's over 3,000 free videos. Over 3,000. I can see it. I see it. There's 3,000. But see, I'm just like the library. This is nothing but a library. This is a library of credit information. This is a library of success, a library of what to do. But the thing is that sometimes we don't want to do the work so bad that we say, hey, you're pretty much saying, can you do it for me? Okay. You listen, listen, let me tell you something. It's gonna be hard for some of you all. You might have to miss one of your favorite Netflix episodes. You might have to stop scrolling on social media mindlessly for 30 minutes. What are you willing to invest in your future? Not everything don't cost money, but it will cost you your time. That's the most valuable asset. You can't get time back. You can get money back. So everybody watching this done lost some money before, whether it was a bad bet, whether it was in your pocket and you lost it, right? But you can't get time back. So what are you willing to invest in yourself? I'm just reminding you. That's all. And by the way, I'm telling you things that people told me because I said, well, man, I want to do this. I want to do this in my life. I want to do this. And they was like, well, Calvin, listen, this is what you got to do. I'm like, oh. And then that's when someone told me the only place where success comes before work is in a dictionary. And I was like, man, that is true. That's the only place in the world where success comes before work, the dictionary. Other than that, you got to put the work in to have success. And that's the thing. Let's be honest. We all don't feel like it. Come on now. We all don't feel like it. But anyway, I want you guys to enjoy your Friday. I'm just here to remind you with another video, 3,000 and whatever. I don't care how many videos it is, really. I can't stop talking. When I was a young kid, and on my report card always says excessive talking. And so then my wife says, you got to start blogging. This is like later down the line. And then I was like, oh, I hate typing. And I was like, let me start. Just get me in front of a camera. And then I'm gonna find people to listen to me. So y'all are a bunch of crazy people. All 216,000 of y'all are insane for listening to me on a constant basis. Or y'all just want to accomplish your goals. And I'm here to help you guys do that. I'll see you guys on the next video. But we got some crazy stuff on the way. Stay tuned. And by the way, you guys know we have our Navy Federal Masterclass coming up. Get ready for that as well, too, guys. All right. We'll see you guys.